Ja. Also ich wollte so viel mit... Nationalismus heißt Rassismus. Und das geht nicht mehr. Das geht nicht in Deutschland, das geht nicht in andere Länder. Und wir müssen uns dagegen zeigen. Und wir müssen halt zeigen, dass das nicht geht. Beatrice von Storch traut sich, also in Wahlkampf aufzutreten in Berlin-Mitte. Das ist unsere Zuhause. Das ist unsere Zuhause. Dann auf der Humboldt-Universität, der Leiter der Institut für Anglistik und Amerikanistik, Professor Markus Egg, der ist seit 2013 bei der AfD. Der ist auf der Uni. Pfui, das geht nicht, das soll nicht geben. Und wir müssen halt was zusammen dagegen machen. Und das geht nicht mehr, das geht nicht so. Also weiße Deutschen muss auf der ersten Linie stehen und ihr müsst so vorne stehen und ihr müsst uns zeigen, dass es nicht geht.
Ja.
Each one has been fighting. Adifla has been fighting. There have been black groups all over the city that have been fighting. And now it's time for you to fight. If you are not going to fight, then get the hell out of here. And on that note, ihr privilegierten Leute, egal ob ihr schwarz oder weiß oder sonst irgendetwas sind, everyone can do something. Und wenn ihr Geld habt, dann könnt ihr Geld geben. Und wenn ihr kein Geld habt, dann könnt ihr Geld sammeln. Und wenn ihr kein Geld sammeln könnt, dann könnt ihr mit ihren Nachbarn reden. Ihr könnt alles machen. Ihr sollt mit jedem scheiß Nachbar reden. Der Wahlkampf ist am 24. September. Und wir sollten zusammen zeigen, dass der scheiß AfD nicht in den Bundestag reinkommt. Keeping the AfD out, that if they want to think about moving in that direction, that we will take them down. If the CDU wants to move in that direction, we'll take their asses down. Show them. We have to show them on the 24th of September. So go, make sure you vote. Make sure all your neighbors vote. Vote für die Partei. Das ist unglaublich, it's so unbelievable how lucky Germans have it. In America, we can only vote for 2 people. Ever. Ever. And it doesn't count if you vote for someone else. Ihr könnt die Partei wählen. And it will count. It's a percentage game. It's a fucking percentage game. Get the percentage numbers down, yo. That's all it takes. All you gotta do is show up to vote. Neukölln lost 3 districts to the AfD, and the Stimmen, they were between 8 and 25 Stimmen, and that's how they lost. 8 people showed up and voted AfD, and that's how they lost. That's how AfD won parts of Neukölln in the last election. Think about that. Show up.
Yeah.
Show up. Und zum Schluss, wir sammeln Geld. Wir sammeln Geld für Charlottesville, wir sammeln Geld für Durham, wir sammeln Geld für deutsche Vereine, schwarze deutsche Vereine und POC-Vereine, die ganzen Arbeit machen hier. Die laufen halt mal so ein bisschen rum und die tragen so Boxen mit solchen Schildern auf. Wenn sie umdrehen, dann seht ihr die Leute so mit die Boxen. Wenn ihr ein paar Cent haben, wenn ihr ein paar Euros haben, dann rein in der Box. Ja. Wenn ihr kein Geld gerade dabei habt, wir haben Blätter, wo ihr so gucken könnt, wo ihr selber so Geld geben könnt. Und das ist nicht nur in den USA, das ist auch so in Deutschland. Okay? It's super easy. We're going to be walking around the whole time. We have tons of info. Come get a flyer from us. Give us a few euros. We're going to 100% alles, was in der Boxen reingeht, die gehen so an solchen Leuten. Die gehen so an Solidarity Charlottesville. Die gehen an Black Lives Matter in Charlottesville. Die gehen so für Bailouts in Durham. Und dann so unterschiedliche deutsche schwarze Vereine, POC-Vereine auch. Wir haben so eine Liste. Ja, das ist alles.
From Berlin to USA, Nazi scum, go away. 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 another one. Donald Trump und AfD hauen wir alle in die Spree.
Donald Trump und AfD hauen wir alle in die Spree. Donald Trump und AfD hauen wir alle in die Spree.
I want to thank the following organizations very quickly for signing on to the Solidarity Statement and helping to mobilize for today. The group I'm a part of, the Coalition Berlin, helped put this together, so we're hoping to do more. We've done a lot of demos, solidarity demos, as well as anti-deportation work. We protested Eoghan Trump back in April when she showed up in Berlin. And we're going to be part of the Solidarity City Alliance. So, we have Die Linke Berlin International, American Voices Abroad Berlin, Soul Sisters Berlin, Black Lives Matter Berlin, Berliner Bündnis gegen Rechts, Amnesty International Themengruppe Antirassismus Deutschland, Jewish Antifa Berlin, Schwarzgold.tv, Black German Narratives, Susi Interkulturelles Frauenzentrum, and more. I want to introduce our next speaker. Edna Bonhomme is a socialist from the United States. She's a member of the Campus Anti-Fascist Network, and she's going to give us some of her knowledge. Please welcome Edna. So I recently immigrated here from the United States, escaping from Trump's America, which is quite awful. I just want to say that he's a predator-in-chief that last night said that the far right were not actually neo-Nazis, they weren't actually fascists. In fact, he used the term alt-left to describe the brave people who stood against fascists, who stood against white nationalists, who stood against the Ku Klux Klan in the South and more broadly throughout the United States. The violence that Trump should have been directed towards he should have directed it towards his own administration, towards Sebastian Gorka, who has direct ties to the Hungarian fascist organizations, to Steve Bannon, who is racist and anti-Semite, and to the toxic combination of police brutality in the United States, to the spinelessness of the Democratic Party, who has done absolutely nothing to stand up against the everyday violence that Black, brown, and Muslim people face in the United States. The White House has been a place in this current administration for not just bigotry and racism, but for misogyny and also for U.S. imperialism. Trump gave license to the right when he was elected. He gave license to the Ku Klux Klan. In fact, right after Charlottesville, David Duke, the former leader of the Ku Klux Klan, said, quote, "Thank you, President Trump, for your honesty and courage to tell the truth about hashtag Charlottesville and condemn the leftist terrorists in BLM and Antifa." The hatred and violence that is coming from people like Trump, David Duke, the Ku Klux Klan, is the violence that we want to be fighting against. The violence is coming from one side. It's coming from the neo-Nazis, the so-called alt-right, and the fascists. It's coming from the police who attack immigrants, who spy on Muslims, who deport immigrants in the United States. The terrorism is also coming from politicians who want to get rid of health care, who want to continue defunding American schools, and who don't want to give women the right to choose an abortion. What happened in Charlottesville was white terrorism in the name of white supremacy. What happened in Charlottesville was a celebration of Robert E. Lee, a racist white man who wanted to continue enslaving Black people. What happened in Charlottesville was the intimidation of thugs who carried rifles, clubs, helmets, and also assault rifles, and trying to kill Black and brown people. What happened in Charlottesville was the murder of Heather Heyer, an anti-fascist member of the International Workers' World Organization. And what happened in Charlottesville was not unique. It's been a long history of settler colonialism, slavery, displacement, war, and occupation in the United States. This is the third year anniversary of Mike Brown's death from Ferguson, Missouri. And that helped to spark a large movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. And it wasn't something just about police brutality in the United States, but to consider what would black liberation look like internationally, what would the liberation of those who are living under occupation look like internationally. Liberals cannot defeat the right. The Democrats in America cannot defeat the right. The CDU here cannot defeat the right. Of course, the AfD here is the right. Who can defeat the right? We can. Our side is Ferguson. Our side is Standing Rock. Our side is Occupy. Our side is Black Lives Matter. Our side is the thousands of people who went to JFK in January to stand against the Muslim ban. When my comrades and I went to the airport, we said, not today, not today. Since Saturday night, in 400 cities, people have had solidarity demonstrations just like this, and we're part of that international movement to say, we do not stand with hate, we do not support fascists, and our side is bigger and greater than theirs.